All right, test 1, 2, 3. All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, so they dropped a huge patch patch notes for Black Ops 6. So I wanted to go through them, talk about them, look through what people are talking about them. Also maybe play a little bit. I'll show you guys my I'll show you guys where I am with the camo grind right now, but before then, let's look through this. All right, so this is all gonna be for season 1. They have it like tabs, campaign. I don't think they fix a bunch of campaign stuff. Obviously they're gonna fix a bunch of stuff, but they're not gonna change much. So multiplayer. All right, Lowtown. We'll go through multiplayer pretty quick. If you guys want to do zombies, I know a lot of you guys are more interested in zombie stuff. You guys can skip over to whenever I start talking about that. But I still care about multiplayer, so I'm gonna still talk about it because I like it, guys. All right, Lowtown. Addressed an issue where the water would flicker for some players. I know on PC you could like reduce the water effects and it would like, I never really had this problem, but whatever. At least it's fixed for those who do have it. Addressed an issue where the water would flicker. Okay, so it looks like a lot of water flickering. Adjusted the A-S&D bomb sight to prevent line of sight from artillery above. That's actually nice because I did not like the bomb placement on Protocol. Like at all. Red card. Addressed an issue where players could get outside of the intended play space. Yeah, I've been seeing so many like out-of-map glitches on that map. And then on Vault, adjusted the A-S&D bomb sight to reduce line of sight from start spawn area. Yeah, that's good. They definitely need to be tweaking all the S&D bomb sites. I don't like half of them. Like on Vorkuta, one of them is deadass in the spawn of the other team. Like why would you ever, on Vorkuta, why would you ever go for A when B is like right next to them? It doesn't make any sense. All right, spawns. Spawn logic update across several maps to reduce the chances of spawning near enemies. Yeah, that's a huge problem, especially if you play face off. Just because there's not many like spawns to even give you. So I'm glad they're actually trying to fix it because it was pretty bad. You kind of just had to accept it, but it would be better if there wasn't that issue. Adjusted start spawns in subsonic to prevent damaging opposing enemy team at match start. Not sure what that means. Maybe there was like a line of sight you could see them from, possibly. All right, modes. Adjusted issue across several maps where hardpoint zones could be captured outside of the intended boundaries. It happens every year. Game chat. There we go. Address the issue where some players were unable to hear each other during intermission and in post-game voice chat. Thank you. If you guys have been playing S&D and been wondering why it's so dead, that's why. Honestly, like, a huge part of the mode was socializing. And by socializing, I mean shit talking. But you know what I mean. Looks like a lot of weapon tuning. I've been seeing some of them on Twitter already. Assault rifle. The XM4 looks like it's getting a buff. What? Yeah, so it looks like it's stronger, but the headshot multipliers are reduced. And the CTF barrel has become a little bit less useful. Still useful, but not as. Basically, the CTF barrel will now bring it up to basically where it was before. Okay, that's fair. I do think it had a crazy multiplier compared to everything else, because if you guys can't tell, the multipliers have been changed like a lot. Like the headshot multiplier isn't nearly as strong as it used to be. The aims looks like it's also got a buff. Looks like just the maximum and the minimum range. Oh, okay. Okay, so we are increasing the damage values for some of our assault rifles to ensure that they can kill in just one bullet in hardcore mode. I did notice that, actually. The headshot multiplier changes have either kept the bullet to kill with headshot the same way or even improved them at some minimum damage ranges. Okay, so that makes sense why they're actually like buffing the assault rifles, even though I don't really think they need it. But SMGs definitely rule in this game. I mean, 100%. Minus the XM4 and the aims. I mean, they're pretty solid, but... Oh, the Goblin. Just like the GPR, we are making some small initial adjustments to the Goblin to help it shine as the fastest semi-auto primary. Yeah, it's just not fast enough, really. All movement speeds improved by 0.01 meters a second. Yes, every little bit matters. It does, actually. From trying to balance weapons in the mod tools, I can only imagine how crazy it is now. But back then, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of numbers. A lot of math. All right, sprint to fire time is better. Attack sprint times fire is better. That's pretty good. By like 5 milliseconds, whatever. All right, the compact can now kill with one headshot in hardcore mode. Could it really not before? It looks like they actually just decreased the minimum damage range for the gun by just 1 point. That's literally the only SMG buff or nerf or anything. The Strelog laser attachment adjustment increases the time it takes to reach ADS spread from 20% of aim down sight speed to 70% of aim down sight speed. Holy shit. That actually might be good. If I'm reading that correctly, I think that's good. But sometimes they word things in these that are just very odd. Like you can't really tell. I think it's on purpose. I'm actually pretty confident it's on purpose. Slugs allow player to run shotguns as mid-range precision weapons. As a trade-off, they have limited short-range effectiveness. And not right now, though. I mean, I assume they're nerfing? Yeah, now increased hip fire spread by 15%. Okay, so they're trying. I mean, maybe it wasn't as big of a nerf as it needed, as I'm thinking it needed to be, but you could hit, if you didn't know, if you had the slug round on the shotguns, you could hit everyone, every single thing. If they were just in your crosshair, you hit them every time. It wasn't like a randomized choice. I would assume they fixed that. The ASG, just the same shit. We are adjusting handling stats on the burst rifle so they fit more squarely in their intended roles. The SWAT 556 has a slower fire rate within each burst and more recoil, making it better suited for mid-range engagements. Meanwhile, the AEK has better stability and precision. But long burst delays make it riskier to pick when playing aggressively. That's very true. I was having a hard time getting a gold. We are also significantly reducing the power of the AEK rapid fire, which was way too strong not to take. Yeah, that's very true. It was just insane. You needed it because it turned into the SWAT, but better. So it looks like they want it. They don't want you to be able to dominate everything, obviously. They want, you know, have trade-offs, have bad things. That's how games work. It's how balancing works. Give and take. It does look like they both got a pretty good buff, so I'm excited to see what those are like. I do got to get those dark matters, so I'll let you guys know if it actually is fixed. Oh god, sniper rifles. They have a lot of work. All right, they have a lot of notes on this apparently. We have been monitoring feedback on sniper rifles and are making some changes to promote more build diversity and improve the sniping experience before gaining access to a complete attachment set. We are lowering the baseline flinch in all snipers and reducing the flinch resistance given by stock attachments. That's good. This result receiving flinch values are much lower up front and just a bit lower overall after equipping the stock. So it's not like a crutch attachment, I guess you could call it. But it looks like they're trying to change that, which I'm actually really surprised about. If you guys don't know, Treyarch's, I love Treyarch, but my biggest criticism of them is their hate towards the sniping community. They've always just hated it. And I get it. It's not an easy thing to balance. It's an unfun, broken mechanic. But they've been trying to nerf snipers since Black Ops 1. I mean, they've been going hard on them. If you guys don't remember this isn't new, this whole ADS idle sway thing they've been doing with this game. I mean, Black Ops 1 makes this shit look easy. I think sniping is really good on this game, and I'm really surprised they're buffing it, I'm gonna be honest, but I'm not gonna say no. I do think it's fun. Call of Duty knows that they can't get rid of sniping, obviously. It is too necessary for their success. A lot of players like using snipers. It's just fun. It's fun to use. It's one of those things that's kind of easy to pick up, yet hard to master, which is exactly what Call of Duty is. I mean, dude, FaZe Clan started on that. All of Call of Duty really got popular off of that. Yes, there were other categories. There was competitive scene, but the sniping community was huge. It still is. People still like doing it. Because for a game like this, it's just hard to balance them, you know? It's hard to make it fun without being annoying, you know what I mean? Lastly, we are improving the ADS idle sway delay by default on all snipers, meaning that on average, there will be less deviation from your point of aim when entering ADS. Our goal is to support the various sniping playstyles you'll all enjoy through several viable weapon builds. We will continue to monitor weapons and attachment data, as well as your feedback to ensure that all sniping playstyles are fun, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, they're listening this year. I will give them the benefit of the doubt. They've been doing good. They've been doing really good this year. And I like to see all this information. I like to see all this stuff. Obviously, Call of Duty needs to re-earn their trust for sure. I mean, the last few years have shown that they don't have to care if they don't want to. But they're really listening this time. And to do something like this, even sniping, for something I know they don't agree with. I mean, dude, in the mod tools, there's an option for balancing weapons called anti-quickscoping settings. Like, they have a whole tab dedicated to stopping quickscoping. They don't like it, but I like to see that even though they may not agree with that whole playstyle, they're still gonna try to have fun with it. They want players to just have fun. I don't think sniping is OP at all, actually. Honestly, I'm more annoyed by the SMG spam than the sniper spam. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I didn't know it. I never knew we would get to this point in Call of Duty. All snipers now have a 1 second of 50% idle sway, scaling at the beginning of aim down sight. All snipers have had base flinch resistance improved by 17%. That's huge, actually. We see the LW3A1 Frostline falling behind the LR, and we are buffing its handling and idle sway. Really? I disagree. I think this one's the better one. I actually have more fun using this one. Yeah, look, aim down sight speed has been improved from 550 to 535. Sprint to fire, tac sprint fire time improved. ADS idle sway improved. Holy, that's a lot. And the LR, it looks like they are, yeah, also buffing it. Just attack sprint time. It looks like all the normal stuff. I think that's fine. It doesn't aim in that slow, even if you have the right attachments. All right, perk, slight reduction to ninja footstep volume, really? Additionally, we've made a slight reduction to default footstep volume. Yeah, the footsteps are pretty bad. They're not annoying, but it's also because I don't play S&D. I know my friend, shout out Aaron, he probably doesn't. Not a big fan of Ninja this year. I mean, it should just make you quiet. I think that's the whole point of perks. The perks are to make you the soldier you want to be. You want to be fast, or do you want to be strategic, or do you want to be really, really alert of what's going on around you? The perk system I think is really good, but it needs some work. Dude, let's go. Holy shit. Archangel. Address an issue where the rocket would sometimes explode immediately when firing near a wall. Oh yeah, it does that. Watch.
Archangel, going in.
Fuck you. Thank you for fixing that. Oh, address a bug causing players to be slowed when shot while mantling. I did notice that actually a little bit. Oh, okay, that's good. Good fix. Theater mode added Nuketown and private match recordings. Thank you so fucking much. I know private match theater mode, you probably like why does that matter? Cinematics, baby. That's how you get the cool like visuals and stuff and montages. I mean, this theater mode is the worst it's ever been. I mean, there's no dolly cam, there's no camera mode. Like all you can do is move around. I know they didn't work on it because they didn't even put barriers around the outside of the map. Like if you tried to go outside of the map on the old theater mode, it would stop you. This doesn't anymore. They just didn't give a fuck. They're like, you know what? Go look at the Warzone map. Who cares? Also, if you guys want to go see the Warzone map, go play Stakeout, then go into theater mode, and then you can fly around and see the whole new Avalon map. Anyways, zombies. Terminus. Let's see what zombies. Addressed an issue where diffuse progress was sometimes not saved if the player stopped diffusing during the Apocalypse Protocol main quest step. Addressed an issue where entering the Commissar after completing the main quest would teleport the player to the boss arena and down them. I never had that issue. Addressed an issue where loading into a save game after unlocking the Pack-a-Punch machine could cause some doors to have inconsistent collision. I also never had that. Addressed an issue during the main quest where connecting both node connectors at the same time would cause overlapping voice lines. Changed the location of ammo caches on the seaside path. Okay, so they're moving stuff actually. I was surprised by that. Liberty Falls updated the first Manglers whose armor is blown off to always drop a Mangler cannon instead of only the first Mangler that spawns. I mean, obviously a little bit of a decrease of it takes more skill now, but whatever. Resolved an issue where Blanchard, is that how you say his name? Blanchard would not be present during some dialogue. What? Ah, okay, weapon adjustments. The recent changes to assault rifles and zombies were an unintended carryover from a global weapon tuning pass. We do not intend to inherit all multiplayer weapon tuning without looking at how it affects zombies tuning as well. That's good, because I know like Warzone and multiplayer are different because they obviously play different. So they need different weapon like balancing. Like some guns are just way too good from a distance, but in multiplayer that distance doesn't really matter because you're never gonna fight anyone from that distance because the maps aren't that big. So that makes sense. They need to balance them from each mode. And obviously I think in zombies, just make them strong. We just like strong shit. All right, we have corrected this in this update while also making a pass on increasing the damage performance in ARs and zombies. Okay, all assault rifles have had their Pack-a-Punch base damage and overall critical damage increased. While you may see the word decrease in a few players, the performance for these weapons are still increased overall. Okay, so they're obviously we'll see when we play with it. Additionally, the HE1 launcher has gotten a buff to become more useful at stopping hordes of zombies. When Pack-a-Punch, it will now have more stock ammo and a larger explosion with more overall damage. Okay, so when I go for the camo, that should be a little bit easier. I heard they're easy and I heard they're hard, the camos. You guys let me know. Almost every single one it looks like, or I can't tell. Is that every? I can't tell if that's every assault rifle. So yeah, it looks like a big increase. Even the AK, 27 to 31.6, 23 to 26, 20 to 23, 27 to 30, 23 to 25. So it looks like the Goblin was the only one not updated. HE1 increased from 5 to 11. Holy shit, 6 more rockets. I mean, why was there ever 5 in an upgraded thing? That seems fucking, I mean, stock ammo, unless that means upgraded, not upgraded, but yeah, 5 rockets in a rocket launcher is insulting in zombies. It doesn't even take that many to kill a whole round of zombies on like 20. So it looks like good weapon buffs. Addressed an issue where camos were not being applied to zombie build. I did have that a few times actually with my shotgun. I wanted to use my new fancy camos and I couldn't. Close an exploit that allowed players to have 3 weapons. I mean, just give us fucking mule kick and stop patching shit that were features in the old game. That's one of the things I hate about Call of Duty is when they go back and like this zombie should have had all the things we had before plus more. That's how I see it. You're giving us a lesser experience. However, I know they're going to be using that as updates and stuff. It's not their fault. It's Activision. Blame Activision. But at the same time, mule kick needs to be the new perk. I have seen a leak. I don't know if it's for sure. I don't know 100%. I'm not saying it is. Take it with a grain of salt. But I think and the new perk in the zombies map is supposed to be Tombstone. I did see a picture of the icon. It could be fake, obviously, but I do trust this guy. He was the asshole leaking the whole Easter egg before the game came out. But yeah, mule kick needs to be in the game. I mean, you could say the knife's a third weapon, but you're fucking lying. I mean, you can't switch it out. What am I gonna replace it with? I can either have that or a bat, and if you triple upgrade it, it's still useless because if you go anywhere near a zombie, they wind their fucking fist up and they just bitch slap you. I mean, you don't have a chance with that knife. I mean, I tried to do a full knife video. I'm actually gonna try to do a full knife video. Spoiler alert. It's hard. I kind of hate the fact that the zombies wind up now, but you know what? Different time. All right, perks. Quick revive. Dying Wish augment. Address an issue where Dying Wish could activate when diving from large heights while protected from fall damage. Address an issue where Elemental Pop would prevent normal ammo mod activations. Okay, I honestly didn't notice, but because it activates everything. Turtle Shell augment for Chug. Turtle Shell will now apply damage and mitigation when being grabbed by an Almagam. That's what they're actually called, Almagam? They're amalgamation. All right, so that makes sense. Turtle Shell is a little bit more useful now. PSG Flopper, address an issue where diving into an elevated or inclined surface, such as stairs or up a hill, would not activate the perk. Thank you, holy shit. On Liberty Falls, I would keep diving around. I'd like to camp around like the front of the bowling alley. And I would go, sometimes trying to dive up the stairs and it just wouldn't activate and I get mauled. Address an issue that prevented players revived by near-death experience from keeping all their perks. That's nice. Field upgrade. Adjusted the description from the energy mine to no longer say it deals electrical damage to accurately reflect the damage type. That's true. It's not really electrical. It's just like increased dark flare damage from 25 to 40% of the base zombie max health. Okay, wow. That's a little bit of an increase. I like that. Address an issue where an extra charge on field upgrades would be lost when loading a save. I never really noticed. I've only support. Address an issue that could cause the mutant injected to end early when near water. Address an issue that allows the player to pick up a sentry turret while using mutant injection. I wish I tried that. Reduce self-damage from the LDBR. Okay, I never used that one, but the fact you can even take self-damage from a kill streak is annoying. Save and load, close an exploit that allow keeping a save file after it had already been loaded. So I assume the PlayStation like backing out method doesn't work anymore. Did that work? I swear you could just like back out like you normally could, like on Black Ops 3, but you could just back out during a game and not lose your gobblegums or whatever. Enemies. All right, let's see what they did a lot. Not really, actually. Address an issue where zombies charmed by brain rot could prevent the player from completing an exfil. Oh, I would be so fucking pissed if my brain rot was the reason I failed. Address an issue where loading a save would disable the rampage inducer if it was active. Address an issue where zombies would throw guts at the end camera if the player leaves the match to end the game. Interesting. Terminus. Address an issue where rarely the round would not end after killing all zombies. Address an issue where the amalgam? How do you say it? Amalgam? Amalgamation, I'm gonna call it. Grab players while slowed. All right, so now that thing can't just pull you every fucking second. Address an issue where diving while being hit by knockback from Patient 13 could push the player further than intended. Okay, so people are using that for out-of-map glitches for sure. Liberty Falls. Address an issue that prevented the abomination from spawning inside Fuller's library lanes. Okay, yeah, they never spawned in there, actually. Now that I thought about it, they never could. They would always spawn in the front and then loop around. They're probably seeing that from all the high round games, I assume, because that's where they all camp. Not to be confused with the God Mode glitch. Fuck the God Mode glitch. Address an issue where the abomination could fire off a beam attack before leaving a spawn closet. That's what they call spawns? Closets? It's interesting terminology. Address an issue where would prevent one elite from spawning consistently during exfil from round 16 onwards. I mean, did you make them any more useful? I mean, I'm not going to still go for them. I still think exfiling is useless in this game. You get like nothing for it. Might as well just back out and just play another game. Updated SAM trials that require the player to not take damage to display a progress board instead of a timer. Okay. Address an issue where players will be able to use equipment, score streaks, and fire weapons during the boat race award sequence. Damn, that'll be fun. Address an issue where XP was being awarded to all weapons being used in an assist instead of just the last one. That's dumb. A lot of challenges. All right. Address an issue where Wildbuyers cannot progress the Prestige 8 challenges Vault Town. Address an issue where Legendary Gobblegums would progress the Ultra Prestige 8 challenge Full Power instead of Ultra Gobblegums. Address an issue where the Liberated challenge could be completed by saving and quitting before starting the final encounter. Address an issue that would complete the social distancing and invincible challenges by joining a game in progress. Address an issue that would complete the Harbinger of Doom challenge when loading into a save game and using a score streak. Address an issue where the Prestige 5 challenge Fire and Forget would mention needing a bombing run medal instead of a lethality medal. Address an issue where the player would not complete outrageous challenges until round 16 instead of round 15. Address an issue where loading a save pass round 25 would complete the Sticks and Stones challenges. Address an issue where the Dark Journey challenge could show as not completed when unlocking Nebula on 33 weapons and being awarded the calling card. Shout out Mr. Peaks, he got Nebula on all 33 weapons. Shout out the GOAT. He's funny. Follow him on Twitter. AFK detection. Now this is a big fucking issue I have. I sometimes just have to get up randomly. That's kind of why I don't stream, I'll be honest. Sometimes I just have to leave like randomly. And videos help me with, because I can just kind of like cut that out. But sometimes I have to AFK in zombie matches. And for like literally 2 seconds, just to walk around my house, check something. And I come back and I was fucking kicked every time. I swear to God. Now this is a big gripe. I have a big issue. Don't like the fact that we're even online all the time at all. I hate that. I think that's a little anti-consumer in my opinion. But it is what it is. I still buy the game. I can't complain. We have updated the detection logic to determine if a player is AFK during an active match. This should reduce the amount of false positive AFK kicks. Thank you, holy shit. Added AFK kick warning as well. So that's all you needed. It's just a little warning being, hey, you better get fucking kicked. Cause it was just like, there was no warning. It was just like, you were just out. The timer was going off, but obviously if you're AFK for like a second, you're not looking at your damn screen. Sometimes I had my headphones on and I would hear my character just like say some stupid ass line. And I'd be like, oh, I'm gone, aren't I? Updated visuals on all gobblegums to improve readability. That's good. Addressed the issue where the boat UI wouldn't overlap with the map in the central command HUD preset. You also need to fix almost all of the HUD presets for zombies. I use magnified because I'm old and it doesn't work in zombies. There's no points. There's no perks, I don't think. Fix magnified, please. All the old heads will thank you. Address an issue where the drop node connector prompt during the terminus main strike would overlap with the main quest. Address an issue where the round number would initially be displayed incorrectly when loading a save. That happened a lot, but I didn't really care, but cool, good to be fixed. Address an issue where the weapon stat on the AAR would show the loadout player started with instead of the loadout they ended with. Address an issue where some items would show the wrong text. Removed multiplayer information from the melee descriptions. Added a highest round icon to the AAR. I think it's after action report. Yeah. Added a highest round icon from the after action report when reaching a new personal highest round. That's cool. Added a timer to the scoreboard. Thank God. That's another old feature that should have just came back, but thank you. Looks like some graphic settings and added a notification when picking up intel. Okay, that's good. Ooh, addressed an issue where sometimes the player would be unable to save and quit with the error the game failed to save for an unknown reason. Try again later. I know that Milo is having issues with that. All right, that's about it for the update tomorrow. I mean, I'll show it all off tomorrow, but before I go, I want to show you guys my stats. All right, just to show you guys I'm the best. Oh my God. I did it! Yes! I have put too much time into this thing and it feels so worth it, honestly. At least I don't have to gaslight myself into believing it looks good. Right now I got basically my SMGs done, I think. Yeah, hold on, let's see, I got this done, this done, this done, not this one done, this done, this one done. I'm going to be doing assault rifles today and then just keep going through all of them and for zombies, actually before that. Here's my KD lifetime. I got 89 hours. I'm a fucking loser. I only got a 1.1 KD. Yep, after the rockets, it was just over. It was nothing was gonna save that. I win-loss, obviously terrible. I leave every game because I can't stand losers and I can't stand idiots and I can't stand people who wouldn't call streaks in. So I just left a bunch of games. I also didn't just play this. I play zombies too. And now zombies. Let's go check my stats, guys. All right, so I got one gun. Not done yet. I still got to get 5 or 10 more rapid kills. So, yep, the grind's starting today, guys. Nebula is here. I'm coming for you. I'm fucking coming for you.